Good morning, universe. So, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. This was a good weekend for me. Very good weekend. Got my cup of coffee. Hope you got your cup of coffee. This morning, I woke up. I was trying to figure out if I was going to do one of these video blogs or whatever you want to call this. And I was trying to find inspiration. So what's the first thing I did? I looked around, I found the Tao Te Ching. So I figured that I would just share another verse. It's such a beautiful book. So let's see what we got. We got chapter 21. That's a little verse right there. All right. So verse 21 of the Tao Te Ching. Courage, integrity, intellect, mind, respect. I really love this verse. All these names and honored upright human characters are the strength that flow from the Tao way of life, emerging from a mystic past, invisible as an ever-elusive source. For the Tao source of living has no shape or form that can be perceived in ordinary waking consciousness. It is the invisible center of all shapes, the matter, the marrow of all forms and hidden quintessence. The present and the past conspire to hide the name and secret from you. Stomp your heels to reveal the conspiracy as points of fire rise in the blackness of ages past. The inner sense of this mystery gives you comfort and has always been felt by man. But vital nourishment comes only when you chew on the way of life. Externalized shapes beyond the apparent confines as manifested forms behave as a paternal fool entertaining time itself. By touching the earth beneath your feet, you solidify the moment and know the name of quintessence unrevealed. All right. I hope you got something out of this. I'm just going to go and try to give you my explanation on them. Courage, integrity, intellect, mind, respect. I mean, they saying all these names and honored upright human characters are the strength that flow from the Tao way of life. Well, the Tao way of life is just living a good, proper life, respecting nature and whatnot. So those five words are very courage, integrity, intellect, mind, respect. Those are beautiful. I mean, they are great aspects of character. And it's funny that they got five, because then they speak about quintessence down here. Well, let me get there first. Emerging from a mystic past. And it's not a past, it's past, P-A-S-S, that they say, emerging from a mystic past. They're saying that these things are coming from a mystic past, just like a past that they give you at school. So it's mystic, coming from, something that we can't see, something that is beautiful out there. Invisible as an ever-elusive source. And the Tao is something invisible. The Tao is something that in the very beginning, and in the first verse, it tells you as soon as you put a name on it, it disappears. As soon as you point your finger on it, it doesn't belong any... The Tao is not a God. It's not... essentially, if you're a Westerner or anybody that believes in God, then the Tao is God. However, when they speak of Tao, they don't speak of a God. They speak of a way of life. And for the Tao source of living has no shape or form, exactly what I was just saying. that can be perceived in ordinary waking consciousness. It is the invisible center of all shapes, the marrow of all forms and hidden quintessence. That's that beautiful word right there, the marrow. It's like a bone marrow. It's the meat, the substance inside. Quintessence, if you don't know what that means, that I'll give you two definitions to that. Quintessence, it's actually, if you go into physics, it's a source of energy, and it's the essence of all substance. And if you go to ancient philosophy or mysticism, they gave quintessence, just like I was speaking about the five words that it starts: courage, integrity, intellect, mind, and respect. It was funny that they got five, because quintessence in old philosophy or mysticism, they gave it quintessence, the fifth element. We all know the four elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Well, quintessence was the fifth one, for it was the essence of the heavenly bodies itself. So it was the hidden quintessence. When it speaks of the Tao cannot be perceived in ordinary waking consciousness, that is, they reiterating that the Tao is not something that you worship. It's not something you pray to. It's not. It has no shape, no form, and it is invisible. It's the invisible center of all shapes, and quintessence is the invisible essence of all substance. So it goes hand in hand with them. The marrow of all forms and hidden quintessence. The marrow, the bone marrow, as an example of all substance. The present and the past conspire to hide the name in secret from you. For you can't live in the past, and the present hides it, because you could only, it's like the truth. The truth cannot be told. That's why the best of the most beautiful of teachers out there, from Jesus to Lao Tzu or Gandhi or even Muhammad or Krishna, was only able to speak the truth in a matter of parables, in a matter of stories, trying to get you to see it through their eyes or through your own eyes, because it can't be told. Therefore, it conspires to hide the name. So stamp your heels to reveal the conspiracy as points of fire rise in the blackness of ages and past. Stamp your heels. You have the courage, like they say in the beginning. The courage to think, mind, and the respect for it arises. A fire rises from the blackness of all past. Well, coincidentally, this book was written roughly 2,500 years ago, 25 centuries ago. And there's a truth that it still burns today. I read this book, and it could have been written yesterday. Why does that live on? Why does this bring a fire from the blackness of ages past? Because there's a truth that lives on for eternity. There's a truth that we cannot deny. And it is inside of us all, and this soul of ours, my soul right now is like a jumping bean when I read this. And why? It desires this, even though I could do a whole video blog on there is no desire in the soul. I could relate to that. The inner sense of the mystery gives you comfort and has always been felt by man. Once again, I'm speaking about that. Yes, my soul is comforted right now. My soul feels like I'm speaking to it, directly, and it is exciting. It is exciting, and it finds comfort that, you realize I'm here. You're not walking around life in autopilot anymore. You're giving me a nudge. I'm here. It's a beautiful comfort. Vital nourishment comes only when you chew on the Tao way of life. And vital nourishment, the real nourishment, I'm feeding my soul by walking this path, by walking with courage, integrity, intellect, mind, respect, has always been felt by man. It's in this one little example, 25 centuries, it has been felt by man. And imagine, this was written 25 centuries ago when he's talking about it's always been felt by man. Imagine how much longer it's been feeling like this. Externalized shapes beyond the apparent confines are manifested forms, behave as a paternal fool entertaining time itself. External shapes. It's not about that. It's about this. It's about this inner self, this beautiful soul that is just, when we dream, don't you feel like your soul just goes out for a journey? And then we call this reality. This is only reality because we have chosen to believe that this is reality. This is not necessarily a reality. I was just reading a book on Deepak Chopra's Book of Secrets. And he speaks about that. He speaks about he wakes up from a dream and he's wondering, wow, I was somewhere else. Now I'm back in reality. And he's like, wow, why is this reality? Anyhow, by touching the earth beneath your feet, you solidify the moment and know the name. By walking the path, by realizing, by respecting the earth, you feel the earth. There is a wonderful teacher out there, writer, Wayne Dyer. If you ever see him on stage, whether on TV or if you're blessed to see him in person, look at his feet. The man will always be barefooted. He wants to feel the earth beneath his feet. There's a beautiful thing to that. There's a beauty to it. By touching the earth beneath your feet, you solidify the moment and know the name of quintessence unrevealed. Quintessence, the fifth element, the essence of the heavenly bodies, is revealed. I can't tell you the truth, but I could experience it. I could live it. Now, every morning I need to get inspired. I need to put something in my mind to make me, keep things in focus. I need to see everything, yet I need to have my horse blinders in focus. That's why I have my daily intentions. That's why one of my intentions is to open a book for vastness and not for knowledge. And I need to realize that I need to continue to wake myself up because my beautiful technology of a mind adapts and turns on the autopilot without my permission. It just, only I could allow it, but it doesn't. I could allow it by noticing that I'm going into autopilot and me shutting it off. I don't allow it by my mind telling me, hey, I'm about to go in autopilot. Is that okay? It doesn't work that way. Because our minds are that beautiful. Therefore, please take something every morning. I'm not doing this every morning, or if I don't give you that inspiration, find whatever inspires you. Maybe it's this beautiful music that I play. It inspires me, makes my soul dance. And I'm not going to give you an example of my soul dancing. Or maybe it's a different kind of music. Or maybe it's a book. To me, it's very, this is easily inspires me, this poem, written 25 centuries ago. Maybe you're a little more modern than that. I got many books that inspire me. I could write to inspire me. I could yell my intentions, my daily intentions. I find inspiration in so many things. And find yours and feed your soul every morning, for it sets the stage for the rest of your day. And have some coffee. Maybe that's not a good advice, but it works for me. There's decaf. You can get decaf. You can get green tea. Drink water. How about that one? That's more of a better thing. For me, I take Bustelo, which is known as the liquid cocaine for the Puerto Rican. I'm not telling you to do anything wrong, but it's coffee. It's espresso. However, just like we wake our bodies up and we set the stage by having some coffee, and we take a shower and we brush our teeth, and we make sure we set the stage for our body so we can have all the energy. Set the stage for your soul. Set your stage for your mind, for your intellect. Okay? Respect nature. Know that the laws of nature cannot be changed. Alright? Adapt to that. Don't adapt to autopilot. Alright? Alright. I'll see you tomorrow, or maybe the next day or the next day. Have a beautiful day. Remember, today is a miracle. Okay, you're not guaranteed the rest of the day. You're not guaranteed you're going to leave today from this place that you're in right now. But you got today. Therefore, smile. Greet everybody like they're your long best friend. You'll freak them out. Every time I go into a 7-Eleven and they say, how you doing today? Fabulous, wonderful, fabulous, great. I freaked them the heck out, but guess what? I planted a seed in them. And it's just a beautiful thing. Enjoy life, appreciate life. It's a beautiful thing, all right? Until next time, have your cup of coffee.